In this video, we'll be taking a look at 2 NBA games happening on December 3rd, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 2 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Washington Wizards versus Cleveland Cavaliers. The Washington Wizards, currently holding a 2-16 record and sitting at the bottom of the Eastern Conference, are set to take on the Cleveland Cavaliers, who boast an 18-3 record and are the top-ranked team in the East. This matchup will occur on December 3rd at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse as part of NBA Cup group play. The Wizards enter the game amid a dire 14-game losing streak, fresh off a 124-114 road defeat against the Milwaukee Bucks on Saturday. Meanwhile, the Cavaliers are riding high after a 115-111 home victory over the Boston Celtics on Sunday. This game marks the second of 3 meetings between the two teams this season, with the Cavaliers claiming a dominant 135-116 win on the road in their first clash on October 26th. The Wizards, struggling to find form, recently suffered losses to the Milwaukee Bucks and Los Angeles Clippers. Their upcoming schedule doesn't get any easier as they face formidable opponents in the Dallas Mavericks, Denver Nuggets, and Memphis Grizzlies. The Cavaliers, on the other hand, have shown more resilience, defeating the Celtics but recently falling to the Atlanta Hawks. They, too, face a challenging slate with games against the Nuggets, Charlotte Hornets, and Miami Heat in the days ahead. The Wizards' woes have been evident in their dismal start to the season, as they have lost 16 of their first 18 games. They will desperately attempt to break their 14-game losing streak after Saturday's defeat to the Bucks, where they fell 124-114. The team managed to shoot 47% from the field and converted 9 of their 32 three-point attempts. Despite keeping the game competitive through 3 quarters, the Wizards faltered in the fourth, allowing the Bucks to pour in 32 points and seal the game. In contrast, the Cleveland Cavaliers have shown flashes of strong form, winning 3 of their last 6 games. They snapped a 2-game losing streak with a hard-fought 115-111 victory over the Celtics on Sunday. The Cavaliers shot 48% from the field and hit 17 of 36 three-point attempts in the game. Despite giving up 35 points in the third quarter and falling behind by 14 points, the Cavaliers staged a remarkable fourth-quarter comeback, scoring 43 points to secure the win in front of an energized home crowd. Both teams will be monitoring their rosters for injuries. The Wizards remain without Kyle Kuzma and Tristan Vukcevic, while the Cavaliers have Dean Wade and Ty Jerome listed as questionable for this game. The Wizards' current losing streak and their inability to perform defensively present a daunting challenge against a Cavaliers team fresh off a morale-boosting win. The scoring disparity between the teams is stark. Washington has averaged just 103 points over its last 5 games, while Cleveland has averaged 118 points during the same stretch. This difference is further reflected in net ratings, with the Wizards ranking last in the NBA at -14.1 and the Cavaliers sitting third at 9.1. Given these trends, the Cavaliers are heavy favorites in this matchup, while the Wizards have struggled against the spread, going 2-5-1 in their last 8 games as double-digit underdogs. Cleveland has consistently delivered both straight up and against the spread this season. The Cavaliers' prior 135-116 victory over the Wizards further reinforces their dominance, so the Cleveland Cavaliers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Additionally, the total points line suggests an intriguing opportunity for bettors. The over has hit in 24 of Cleveland's last 35 home games and in 17 of Washington's last 23 road games. Given Washington's fast-paced style of play, they rank 4th in the NBA in possessions per 48 minutes, and Cleveland's 6th-ranked pace. This matchup could turn into a high-scoring affair. Both teams' defensive struggles, particularly against three-point shooting, also contribute to the likelihood of a high total score. Washington is tied for 24th in opponent three-point percentage, while Cleveland ranks 29th. Even without Kyle Kuzma, the Wizards' pace could force the Cavaliers into a faster game, potentially leading to a final score in the 240 seconds, as the fast tempo and defensive lapses should make for an entertaining and high-scoring contest. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Philadelphia 76ers versus Charlotte Hornets. The NBA Cup action continues on Tuesday as the Philadelphia 76ers face off against the Charlotte Hornets. Both teams have struggled in group play, with the 76ers holding a 1-2 record and the Hornets at 0-3. Unfortunately, neither team will advance to the knockout stage as they have already been eliminated. In their last outing, Philadelphia secured a decisive 111-96 road victory against the Detroit Pistons, where they were half-point underdogs. Meanwhile, Charlotte fell short in a close 107-104 home loss to the Atlanta Hawks, but managed to cover the spread as 5.5-point underdogs. The two teams previously met in November, with the 76ers narrowly edging out a 2-point win at home. Looking ahead, the Philadelphia 76ers have had a tough stretch this season, losing 14 of their first 18 games. However, they aim to build on their recent victory over Detroit as they prepare for matchups against the Magic, Bulls, and Cavaliers. On the other side, the Charlotte Hornets are also enduring a rough patch, having dropped 7 of their last 8 games. They will look to halt a 5-game losing streak as they prepare to face the Knicks, Cavaliers, and Pacers. The 76ers are coming off one of their strongest performances, defeating the Pistons 111-96 in a game where they established dominance early, shooting an impressive 49% from the field and connecting on 11 of 31 from beyond the arc. Philadelphia jumped out to a 37-20 lead in the first quarter and extended their advantage with another explosive 32-point third quarter. At one point, the 76ers led by as many as 23 points, showcasing their potential when everything clicks. In contrast, the Hornets continue to struggle, losing their 7th game in 8 outings after a narrow 107-104 defeat to the Hawks. Despite shooting just 37% from the field and 18 of 48 from three-point range, Charlotte showed resilience by trimming an 11-point halftime deficit to just 1 point in the closing moments. However, their poor shooting and lackluster second quarter, where they managed only 18 points, ultimately sealed their fate. On the injury front, both teams are missing key contributors. Philadelphia remains without Joel Embiid due to personal reasons, while Charlotte is missing Grant Williams. Defensively, the teams are trending in opposite directions. The 76ers have allowed an average of 114 points over their last 3 games, whereas the Hornets have tightened up, giving up just 100 points in their previous 4 outings. Across the season, Philadelphia ranks 26th in net rating at -7.1, while Charlotte sits slightly ahead in 24th place with a -4.7 rating. Despite their poor record, the 76ers are favored on paper in this matchup. However, their 4-14 overall record and 5-13 record against the spread this season make them an unreliable pick, especially with key injuries. Conversely, while the Hornets have struggled to secure wins, they continue to compete and boast a 13-7 against the spread record. Given that Charlotte pushed Philadelphia to overtime in their last meeting, the Charlotte Hornets to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. This selection reflects a lack of confidence in the 76ers rather than overwhelming belief in the Hornets. Offensively, both teams have been underwhelming of late. Philadelphia is averaging 108 points over their last 3 games, while Charlotte is managing just 95 points in their previous 4. The effective field goal percentage metrics paint a bleak picture as well, with the 76ers ranking 29th at 50.1% and the Hornets at 25th with 51.3%. Both teams are dealing with significant injuries that further hinder their scoring potential, with Joel Embiid sidelined for Philadelphia and Charlotte missing several key players, including 3 of their top 4 scorers. Offensive production is likely to remain low. Charlotte's young players, like 19-year-old Tidjane Salon, are gaining valuable experience but are not yet capable of making a major impact offensively. Meanwhile, Philadelphia is also without Andre Drummond and Trey Mann, further depleting their depth. Given the lack of offensive firepower and the slower pace of play, this game seems destined to fall short of the projected point total. Given the current form and injury situations of both teams, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.